in every religion all over the world. And they all say the same thing. They don't disagree. In order to be healthy, you have to give your organs a rest. 1 day of fasting. In order to get rid of the parasites, the worms, you have to make it an inhospitable living environment. And how do you do that? You drink lemonade for a week and nothing else. You eat nothing. You only drink lemonade. Lemonade will give you everything you need. How do you observe yourself? Do you welcome new energies in people? Or do you push them away and isolate yourself? Or protect yourself? It's your choice. So let's get into this. The Ascension. For 40 days, Yahshua had been appearing and suddenly departing. The disciples knew now that they, whether they could see him or not, he would always be near. Then he came again and led them out towards Bethany. And there, on the Mount of Olives, he blessed them. He promised them the power and comfort of the Holy Spirit. Then a cloud parted him from their sight. As they stared at the receding cloud, two men in white stood by them. "Why do you stand gazing up into heaven, you men of Galilee?" they asked. "The same Yahshua who is taken from you into heaven will come again, just as you've seen him go into heaven." It's a beautiful story. The ascension process is like, it's like moving from one home to another. First, you have to clean everything out. Now, if you can understand how to clean out your home, then I'm sure you can learn how to clean out your body so it may ascend. There are 3 main rules in this understanding. If you did not know, there are parasites in your body. It's awkwardly disgusting, to be quite honest. Do you know about the movie Dune? Imagine that swimming around in your body. And I'm not joking. These are what they call devils, adversaries. They're disgusting. I'm not joking. All you have to do is look up anybody who's ever had a cleanse. If you're lucky, you'll find some really concerned people who are like, what just came out of my body? Some of them pee it out. Some of them poop it out. I'm not joking. It's very disgusting. But when you clean out your body, guess what gets to happen? You get to move into a new home, which means your frequency raises above the heart chakra. What does that mean? All your life, you've lived in survival mode. Because, not solely because of these parasites, but largely. You've handled situations very low vibrationally and very regretfully sometimes. You look back on your life and your understanding is if only I would have knew what I knew now, I would have did so much stuff different. Well, this is your chance. Coming from a person who's done all of that, who actually went out and looked for a lot of the things to help heal. Not just the mind, not just the spirit, not just the emotions, not just the body, not just the soul, but all of it. In every religion, all over the world. And they all say the same thing. They don't disagree. In order to be healthy, you have to give your organs a rest. 1 day of fasting. In order to get rid of the parasites, the worms, you have to make it an inhospitable living environment. And how do you do that? You drink lemonade for a week and nothing else. You eat nothing. You only drink lemonade. Lemonade will give you everything you need. And you can do this. And you will be fine. There is no downside to this, besides being a little hungry. But once you cleanse yourself, once you move everything out of your house, out of your temple, then you make sure you know what you're eating. Because these worms, these parasites, they're in a lot of food. They're in a lot. And it's terrible. It's disgusting. But it's the truth. And the only way to take care of this is to take care of you. I believe in you. Do you believe in you? Let's move on. Today's card. Seven of Cups. Upright. The Fool is offered a dazzling array of choices, some leading to fame, power, and wealth, and others to love, joy, and life's simple pleasures. Each has its own allure, so she finds herself lost in those daydreams, wishing and hoping without actually taking any action. She must truly know herself and apply a healthy dose of reason in order to understand and turn fantasy into reality. Reverse. Choice can be powerful and wonderful, but when faced with too many options, we can feel overwhelmed. Everything is enticing and distraction. Instead of making an active decision, the fool may wait until a choice is made for her. Like its upright counterpart, there's an emphasis on fantasy and illusion here. However, reversed, there is a stronger warning to make choices grounded in reality. Now, every religion is based on health. Is it not? The healthier you are, the more spirit you have, do you not? The more spirit you have, the closer you are to God. Is it not? So, if energy equals health, health equals spirit, spirit gets close to God. Cleanliness is next to godliness. We've been taught to wash our hands, but not taught to wash our bodies. We've been taught to wash our skin, but not wash our organs. It makes no sense. So what do we do here? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. We go on a search. We hunt down every single herbal remedy to cleanse the organs. Because honestly, what would be better? If you want to clean your liver, I have a remedy for you. Take 1 ounce of lemon juice, 1 ounce of extra virgin olive oil, and a pinch of cayenne pepper. You drink that for 5 days, and you'll go from terrible fatty livers to perfectly healthy livers in 5 days. Don't believe me? You don't have to. Ask any doctor who's actually ran the tests. Let's move on. Time for the angelic realm. It's Mother Teresa again. Let's give somebody else a shot. Anna. First century BCE. Saint Anna will help you heal relationships and physical ailments. Physical ailments? What? Happens all the time. Conceive or adopt a child. Alleviate stress. Make decisions and choices. Again. Happens all the time. Feel loved and supported. Invocation. Like her daughter Mary, Anna's symbol is a rose. When you want Anna's assistance, light a pink or red candle and ask for her help. You will often smell roses when she is near, and you may see flashes of red or pink. That's cool. Let's move on to the demonic realm. A pact. P-A-C-T. A binding agreement with a demon or a devil for gain and services beyond the power of nature, usually in exchange for one's soul. The devil's pact is implied in biblical passages. In the book of Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah says, "For you have said, we have entered into a league with death. We had made a covenant with hell." Matthew 4 tells about temptations of Yahshua in the wilderness and the devil's promises of glory and power in return for worship. Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. And he said to him, "All of these I will give you if you will only fall down and worship me." Yahshua refuses the devil and leaves. Now these worms, these parasites, they're devils. They have to have a host. Don't be their host. Cleanse your body. It's what's best for you. And talk to your doctor, because if your doctor doesn't know about these things, then either he's lying to you or he's not a good doctor. And then afterwards, clean your house. Then go back to your doctor. Show him what your house had in it. And ask him why. Wouldn't you tell me about this before? At least, that's what I'm gonna do. Remember, this is all up for interpretation. You do not have to believe a word I'm saying, but you should.